And who would forget the third modified Consti lining up in the 5th starting spot, the 57 of the legendary Sammy Beavers. Beavers needed to get in the top 3 to make the field for the Chamois Shine 200. Beavers is at black number 57, now working on the 3 of Sam March. The crowd's on their feet. Everybody's cheering for Sammy, trying to see if he can make it into the field. This is the final race on dirt at Flemington. Beavers tries the inside of Sam March, but March comes back and pulls her back around the outside. Beavers hanging 5th, needs to pass 2 cars to get in the Chamois Shine 200. They come off the 4th turn. Again, Sammy brings the car wide in the 4th turn, shoots down low on the inside of Sammy March. The 2 go through. There's contact. Sammy Beavers gets by March. He's in 4th. He needs to pass 1 more car to get into the Chamois Shine 200. Up ahead of him, the active 11 is Ronnie Tobias, and the number 9 is Art Lentenny. They're in 2nd and 3rd. Beavers is in 4th. Again, he needs to pass 1 more car to make the Chamois Shine 200. Beavers goes low underneath Tobias, but can't quite make it. He's still in 4th. Still needs to pass 1 more car to make it into the Chamois Shine 200. Tobias goes underneath Lentenny. Beavers finds an opening. He goes underneath Lentenny as they go through turn 4. Beavers on the inside. Lentenny on the outside. They come down the front. Beavers still 4th. Still needs to get by Lentenny now to qualify. He's working the inside. Lentenny on the outside. They go down the back. Beavers gives another shot as they go into turn 3. Sammy Beavers makes the sweep. Beavers now on the inside on Lentenny. He takes over 3rd. Sammy Beavers is in a qualifying spot for the Chamois Shine 200. And the lap's winding down now. Here they come off the 4th turn. Sammy Beavers in for 3rd. Ron, Sammy Beavers certainly had the crowd on his feet, and he performed in a race that I'm certainly not going to forget for a long time. Sammy hasn't won a feature at Flemington since 1982. He showed up to run the Legends race, got a ride in the modified, and proved that he's still got what it takes.
Well, Rick, Sammy Beavers certainly hasn't lost it, and that carried over into the 10-lap Legends feature event. Next up, the Legends race between Billy Osmond, Stan Plosky, Gerald Chamberlain, and Sammy Beavers. Billy Osmond a bit overly aggressive on the inside at the start of the Legends race here. Stan Plosky in 2nd spot in the 93, Sammy Beavers in 3rd, Gerald Chamberlain in 4th. Our 4 legends going at it in vintage race cars here. Sammy Beavers around the outside of Stan Plosky. Sammy Beavers in 2nd spot in car number 8. Billy Osmond now leading in car 81 on the inside. Beavers pulls alongside Osmond in turn 4. Side-by-side legendary race battle here like they did so many years ago. Billy Osmond on the inside, Sammy Beavers on the outside. Plosky and Chamberlain further back for 3rd and 4th. Beavers with a burst of speed in car number 8 takes over the lead. Beavers, a former Flemington Speedway champion, now the leader in the legendary race here. Stan Plosky and Gerald Chamberlain continue to battle for 3rd and 4th. Plosky in car 93. Gerald Chamberlain in the 76. Chamberlain, a former Speedway champion, has his Stan Plosky. Making his way past Harry D for the checkered flag. Sammy Beavers in for the win in the Legends race. And here's Bill Singer down on the front stretch with the 4 legends, Gerald Chamberlain, Stan Plosky, Sammy Beavers, and Billy Osmond.
Billy, you drove the, Billy Osmond here. You drove the, of course, the cars today, the Tobias and the Olsons and the Troyers. This was like going back to your early career. I announced the very first modified race you ever won in the 777 over at the Windsor Speedway, East Windsor Speedway. It was back a long time ago. This like going back to those days, wasn't it?
I think it's a little too far back. That's a workout.
Hey, listen, you didn't come out. You're the only driver that didn't have any warm-ups on this track. Were you out earlier in the 81?
Some things never change.
Somebody told me that you said you didn't want any warm-ups, that you didn't need it.
Well, I guess it would have helped a little bit, but, you know, you got to give Beavers a little bit of a break.
Yeah. What happened over there? Oil pressure drop, or?
I don't know. It just quit.
Just quit. Okay. You've had that happen to you before, hasn't it? Okay. Hey, Sammy, let me move right in here. Sammy Beavers, and you came to the track when you walked in. I was sitting in the office. You had no indication that you're going to drive anything at all today, except maybe this Legends race. and somehow everything was kind of put together. You got yourself a ride, and you're in the 200.
Well, I'll tell you something. It's completely incredible, isn't it? You know, I got to really take my hats off to Billy and Stan and Gerald, because I feel I raced against the best in my day. And I'd like to thank Craig McKay's crew, because they're the boys that gave me the car for the day, and I'm just having a heck of a fun down here. I'm going to try to go faster, I promise that, but, you know, we're trying.
Listen, it's like, believe me, and the fans will agree, you've been away from racing for, what, 4 years maybe now? Close to it, 5 years?
5 going on 6, somewhere's in there.
Close to 6 years since this man has driven a race car, and it's like you've never been away. You're pulling those patented moves in that number 3 corner. That's known as Beaver's Corner over there.
Well, it might look that way, but I'll tell you, my brain says I've been away. That's for darn sure. You know, I'm just here to have fun. I hope I'm giving everybody else fun, you know.
Okay, is he? Good. Sammy Beavers. Stan never did actually retire, did you? Well, you kind of hinted upon it once, and then you came back. But this is like going back early in your career, driving this number 93, the old coupe and everything. How'd you feel out there?
Well, let's put it this way, that driving this car here today brings back a lot of memories when I used to race against this car. And it was a tough car then, and there was a good man that drove the car. And I'll tell you, I'm just, you know, glad I'm here and having a lot of fun and, you know, and enjoying myself.
Well, one of the true, of course, heroes of the Flemington Speedway. And I still understand now that Stan Plosky is looking for a ride for the Flemington Asphalt in 1991. Will you tell us about that?
Well, yes, I am. Right now, my thoughts are on, I like to try asphalt. When I first started out, I used to run Old Bridge, Violin, New Egypt, and I got around pretty good. And first time I ever run Langhorne when they paved it, I got second. So I like to run asphalt. I do have a man behind me that is one hell of an engine builder, just like anybody else there. And I'm not taking anything from Tony File or any of these great engine builders, but I have a man that believes in me and I believe in him that will work with me, you know, provided we get a car. And hopefully we do get a car, and this way, you know, he can prove himself and I can prove, you know, that I still have it. You know, I could go out here and still put on a show for the people.
Well, 74 career wins on this speedway for Stan Plosky. We put kind of an asterisk next to your name when we bring to a close the dirt era, and then you can start all over again, start with number 1 win on asphalt and try to get 74 on asphalt, maybe.
Well, I tried my best here to get past the 74, but it seemed like it was just a bad omen for me. I just could not get past it. I mean, I had races, one where I cut a tire or the motor quit on me, and just like today, you know, going back years when I drove these type of cars right here, I seem to have the same problem with the motor missing or a flat tire or something always like that. But, you know, you never give up. You still, you know, I still have a great desire to win, and I enjoy the sport yet. I'm just glad that Jerry's not in it all the time, or Sammy or Billy here, that I have to race against these guys. These guys are tough.
How'd you feel out there?
Oh, it felt somewhat like old times, I guess.
I mean, so you've been away for a little while. After sitting in the cockpit of a car, do you get the urge and say, you know, maybe I should try to come back?
Well, I guess I get the urge once in a while, but that's about as far as it goes.
Nothing right now. You wouldn't want to jump in a car and race in a 200?
I don't think I could make 200 laps.
Okay. Well, this guy here is 1976 modified track champion, a total of 31 career wins, and 1 year he won 12 here, and you're among the leaders. And your name indelibly etched in the Flemington Speedway record book is one of the real legends of the sport. Boy, good to see you again, Guy.
Thank you very much. I enjoyed it.
Gerald Chamberlain, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Yes, Sammy.
I'd like to donate this trophy to the Hall of Fame, and I'd like to have it changed to on honor of Sammy and Billy and Stan and Gerald, if possible.
Protocol call. Donate this to the Hall of Fame, and this will be in memory of the Legends race here.
I'll do that, Sammy. We'll get it re-engraved, and we appreciate it very much. It'll look great in the Hall of Fame. We'll put it in a new section under the grandstand.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Both the Legends race and the interviews were very enjoyable for the fans.
When we come back, we'll have all the predictions from the top area auto racing writers regarding who they picked to win the Chamois Shine 200 and highlights of the Chamois Shine 200, the final race on dirt at the Flemington Speedway.